Oh, this is so good. So recently, X, or Twitter, as it was once known, has created this new feature where, in the interests of accountability and openness, they're going to tell you where the X accounts are located, which country they're in. And I think many people have been calling for this because you see all kinds of influencers and people who are anonymous or you don't really know, can't verify their identity. And they may well be state actors from other countries or non-state actors, but they're influencing internal politics in countries not their own. But it now, as many suspected, has most powerfully applied to exposing many of the X accounts with big followings that purport to be one thing, particularly with regard to Israel and Gaza, but actually are another. The pro-Palestine or anti-Israel accounts, many of which are being exposed. I want to show you some examples of this, and I'll go into more details in the story. So, for example, Amir from Gaza joined December 2022, but it's an account based in the UK. We have Torah Judaism, which I presumably is an account that says, well, Torah Judaism is against Israel, which is ridiculous. That's based in the Philippines. Now, this is one of my favorites, the Times of Gaza, which says in its account here, it's in Palestine, but it turns out the account is based in East Asia and Pacific. And then we've got, this is someone we've seen a lot, Motassem Adalul, Gaza-based journalist. Look at that, with the image up top showing the image of a terrible, evil Israeli strike. One problem, the account is based in Poland. So I think Elon Musk, on balance, has made it's a good decision here. It's a good move, and it exposes people for, what's really going on, and it lifts our eyes to, and opens our eyes to, think about where we're getting our information from, and also, are we being involved in some kind of psyop? Are people actually using social media not just to report things and to express their outrage, but actually in a very sinister way? There's all kinds of external forces involved that are trying to push society and narratives in very sinister directions. The Jerusalem Post have reported that ex-head of product Nikita Beer announced that part of a drive to secure the integrity of the site and allow the users to verify the authenticity of the content, they've created this new feature that shows the country registry and location of social media accounts. Since the rollout, ex-users have uncovered scores of accounts with a mismatch between claimed identity and actual location. A myriad of high-following anti-Israel nameless accounts have now been revealed to be based in Turkey or Pakistan. The location feature has already seen complaints about inaccuracy, but allegations about misleading operation locations for popular accounts have seen either them close shop or provide explanations to defend their legitimacy. So, for example, Torah Judaism said, well, our social media manager, or we get help, we outsource help from people in the Philippines. And by the way, I find that highly suspect, because when you set up an account, you obviously, if you're owning it, you want to do it for yourself, not get someone else to do it for you. Let people manage your account, but normally if you set it up, you do it in the country of the owner. Since the purchase of the giant social media platform by entrepreneur Elon Musk, X has been branded as a digital town square that allowed for the replacement of legacy media with citizen journalism. Yet on Saturday, the implementation of the location feature highlighted the questionable origins of anonymous news accounts that have gained popularity in disseminating anti-Israel, pro-Palestinian, and pro-Iranian access content, with names suggesting truthful knowledge forbidden by mainstream media. Such accounts have flourished on a platform that allows for monetization of outposts. One such account, Silent Sirs, claims to amplify Lebanese voices and sports a Lebanese flag in its biography, but it appeared to have connected to X through the US App Store and may be based in the Congo. X notifications warn that this account, as with others, might not have an accurate date due to recent travel or temporary location. Another account, Censored Voice, may have originated in South Asia and has had 24 username changes since it was created in last August. Some accounts, such as Suppressed News, have argued that they never pretended to be American, and indicated that they were from the Middle East, but critics noted that the account's US-centric posts and dictates about the nature of the America First movement suggest otherwise. Do I need to be from America to be anti-Israel? Responded suppressed news, whose account may be from North Africa. Yes, I'm part of the people who suffer because of foreign nations and because of Zionists. The resonance, which has often attacked the US-Israel relationship from a far-right American rhetorical perspective, explained that its accounts is used by multiple users from 3 different locations. Quote, "We want to clarify that we didn't ever claim to represent any particular place or people. We post about every country equally without favoritism." Tiberius, an account attesting to be owned by an anti-Israel far-left British journalist, is allegedly based in Thailand and has had 24 username changes since 2018. High-profile Palestinian or Gazan news sites claiming to be reporting from the ground may have been revealed to be in other locations. The Times of Gaza, which has almost 1 million followers and whose bio says location Palestine, is actually based in East Asia and Pacific region and is logged in via a North African app store. Likewise, Gaza Now Arabic is based in Turkey. Popular Palestinian journalist Mohammed Smiri, who has nearly 1 million followers and claims to be in Gaza posting about life under occupation, is geolocated in Indonesia. Simri challenged X's location designation, claiming that, quote, "Twitter is showing wrong locations for Palestinians. My account showed Indonesia because my brother is there and has access to my account." See, it's also very easy to come up with excuses for these things as well. News accounts were not the only ones brought into question by the new feature. Many of the accounts of private individuals claiming to be living through the genocide in Gaza, quote-unquote genocide, are not in fact located there or in Palestine. Amir in Gaza at Abu Hafed 1 posts about starving in Gaza and asks for donations, but is geolocated to the UK. A well-known account, Mahmoud in Gaza, is actually in the Netherlands. An account supposedly belonging to Dima Al-Barawi has raised $34,000 through a GoFundMe fundraiser, and while the person may be authentic, it is brought into question by several indications the account was created and based in Nigeria. I think maybe X could do something to try and ramp up their actual proof of location, in the future. But I really would not be surprised if a lot of these excuses are just that, excuses. Scores of other accounts of Palestinians living in Gaza follow the same pattern. Others are located in North Africa, Nigeria, the UK, India, Poland, and Canada. Many ask for donations to support their lives in Gaza, but apparently do not reside there. Concerns have been raised by some ex-users about the presence of foreign actors involving themselves in political movements, either for manipulation or monetization. The General is an anti-Israel ethno-nationalist far-right account, but according to the platform, it was created and is based in Turkey. It has a large reach, obtaining millions of viewers per post. The Reader's Notes feature, which allows users to add context under a post, now shows it's based in Turkey and is claiming to be in the US under each of the account's posts. Some Groyper or America First accounts, claiming to represent a more radical American right, have been shown not to be American at all. This is really interesting as well. There are also more pro-Israel MAGA accounts that appear to be directed from abroad. One such account, American Voice, appeared to have been deleted after the location feature went live. Anti-Israel and pro-Israel accounts have not been immune from the phenomenon. The popular anti-Israel and anti-Semitic account Khaliseh was deleted after being accused of being in Pakistan. Ibn Riyad, a supposedly decolonial activist account based in Lebanon, allegedly was created and is based in Hungary. One account focused on AIPAC was found to have been based in Egypt. Torah Judaism, ostensibly representing anti-Zionist Orthodox Jews, as I showed you before, is allegedly based in the Philippines. Israel Exposed, which documents alleged Israeli war crimes, was highlighted by conservative pundit Matt Walsh as being created and based in Saudi Arabia. The account explained that it was founded by an American citizen working in the kingdom and that it had not been a secret. While there was a history of the account referring to its operation in Saudi Arabia, there was also a lengthy post history calling for other Americans to be deported from the US. Pro-Iran communist activist Jackson Hinkle is, however, a real person, but the new feature revealed a peculiarity in which his X account was based in Burkina Faso. Many pro-Israel accounts, particularly those featuring attractive female IDF soldiers in the profiles, have been revealed to be inauthentic. One account called Aliyah was created and based in Nigeria. Another called Leah Shlomo was deleted after the new feature was unveiled. The new X feature has also revealed multiple individual accounts, allegedly of Iranian citizens, to be somehow connected to the Islamic Republic regime. This is because access to the popular platform is illegal in Iran and has been blocked since 2009, but many Iranians use VPNs to circumvent the ban. This will be flagged under the new feature. If users are located in Iran and have logged in through an Iranian app, this indicates that they are approved of by the regime. This is in contrast to some influential anti-Islamic Republic and sometimes pro-Israel accounts working to restore Iran's monarchy, which have been revealed to be based inside the country using VPNs to hide their IP address due to fear. For example, users such as Adam Hasabi, 12th Imam, and Yar Gadimi are listed in foreign countries but have connected through Iran Android app. Those using a VPN have an exclamation mark next to their location. Israel's foreign ministry praised X for promoting transparency and accountability, saying that the feature rips the mask off countless fake Gazan accounts. Some chap posting from Pakistan, another in London, another manipulative abuser somewhere else, said the ministry, all claiming to be suffering in Gaza while in the comfort of some coffee shop far away. Middle East analyst Eitan Fischberger, who documented many of the revelations of his own account, said that for years, those of us who follow this space have warned there's a coordinated foreign effort to inject toxic narratives into the American discourse around Israel. Claims like America is occupied by Zionists, that Jeffrey Epstein was an Israeli agent controlling US politicians, or that US housing prices are high because of foreign aid to Israel didn't just appear organically. They were designed to sever the historic, unparalleled US-Israel partnership. What this new feature on X is exposing is that many of the loudest accounts pushing these ideas aren't even based in the US. They're posting from Saudi Arabia, they're posting from North Africa, Nigeria, Turkey, Pakistan, often while portraying themselves as Americans. It confirms what many of us suspected. A huge portion of this conversation has been astroturfed, not grassroots. And that really is the point. And there's a few key takeaways from this. First of all, there's clearly a coordinated effort to psychologically shift and change and influence and poison minds in the West by non-organic astroturf voices, as they called it here. And therefore, I remember actually having a conversation with Rabbi Manis Friedman a while back, where I was showing him this prophecy about the end times for the Jews, and it says that the Ishmaelite exile, the suffering the Jews will go through with regards to the descendants of Ishmael, the Arab Islamic world, it will be the most oppressive for the Jews in history. And I said, really, the most oppressive? We've been through a lot of oppressive stuff. I said, in what sense? He said, psychologically. The guilt we're going to feel, the psychological intimidation, that's going to be unparalleled. See, this is what we're sort of seeing happening today. Psychologically, we're being made to feel so guilty, so shamed about our right to be in our homeland. And it's something that it's making even Jews question and think, well, maybe we are bad, maybe we are genociders, all these things. And so in that sense, the psyop nature of it is so oppressive. Another thing that I think about is that if you look behind, the Wizard of Oz, you find just a little man with, moving all these buttons around. And that's what's going on here as well. So intimidated by the evil, but actually it's fake. It's flawed. And we should be confident in knowing what the truth is and knowing that falsehood stands on very shaky ground. But lastly, one more political point I want to make is that a lot of what we're seeing is not just individuals dotted around the world, but it's a state-funded campaign to try and influence hearts and minds to turn it against Israel. And who are one of the chief state actors involved in this? Qatar. We don't talk about Qatar enough, and we've just created a new documentary on our streaming platform, JTV Plus, about Qatar, and it's called The Great Deceiver, how a tiny state is basically playing the West and funding its enemies at the same time. This is the trailer for it, and if you want to watch the full thing, you can just click the link below in the video description. Qatar, a gleaming nation on the Arabian Peninsula. All glass towers and gold-plated excess, where the super-rich jet in for the art fairs and World Cups, where Western universities open campuses and diplomats toast to partnership. But look closer at the glittering mirage, and the shimmer reveals something sinister. For 2 decades, this tiny state has been executing the greatest con in modern geopolitics, convincing the world it's a bridge between civilizations while secretly bankrolling the arsonists on both sides. The name Qatar should make Western leaders shudder. Instead, they shake hands with its emirs, park fighter jets on its soil, and call it an ally. On October 7, 2023, the mask slipped, as 1,200 souls were slaughtered in Israel in a symphony of savagery orchestrated by Hamas. The world saw where the terrorist leaders lived, not in tunnels beneath Gaza, but in luxury villas in Doha, under Qatar's protection. And as the bodies were being counted, Qatar's leaders didn't condemn the massacre, they called for restraint. This is the untold story of the Gulf's master deceiver, how a nation smaller than Connecticut is playing the West for fools. As you are watching this, billions are flowing from Doha into extremist networks, while Western elites cash Qatari checks and sing its praises. In this JTV Plus documentary, we follow the money, we expose the double game, and we ask the question that should haunt every Western capital: how are we letting them get away with it? To watch this JTV Plus documentary and access much more premium content, click on the link in the video description.